In this part, I show you how to install Xcode. I'm going to switch to my Mac. Before we install Xcode, please make sure that you have the latest version of the Mac operating system, 10.10, and it's called Yosemite. How do you check that? Top left-hand corner, you see an icon, which is an Apple symbol. Click on it. Click on About this Mac. You'll see I'm running the latest version, which is OS 10.10.3, and Yosemite is installed, so I'm good to go. The next thing we need to do is to go to the Mac App Store. Again, click on the Apple symbol, top left, click on App Store. Before you go into the App Store, make sure you have signed on to the App Store with your Apple ID. How do you check that? Click on Store, and if you have signed in correctly with your Apple ID, it should give you your Apple ID. In my case, it has been signed in. If you don't want to use that Apple ID, you can always sign out and sign in with a new Apple ID. But all of the Mac App Stores have got Xcode as one of the programs. So I'm signed in with my Apple ID. The next thing I need to do is, top right hand corner, you'll see a search button. Type in Xcode, X-C-O-D-E, Xcode. It comes up, it says Xcode Developer Tools, and if it's not installed on your computer or you have an older version of Xcode, you'll see that the icon says installed. You click on install. When you click on install, because the file is quite a large file, it's about 3 or 4 gigabytes. It's going to take a while to download if you have a slow internet speed. It's going to take about 15-20 minutes to download, and then it's going to install on your computer. Once it's installed, you then need to run Xcode. Now there's several ways to start up Xcode. The one way is you can press F4 on your Mac, and you will see the different programs that are installed on your Mac. Then you'll see one of the icons that says Xcode. Double click on it. So that's one way of starting Xcode. The other way to start Xcode, top right hand corner, you'll see a search icon. Click on it, and you can type in Xcode, and Xcode will come up, and you can double click on it, and that will start the Xcode program. Another way to start Xcode, you open up Finder. On my computer, it's in the bottom left hand corner. Open up Finder, click on Go, click on Applications, and scroll down until you find a program called Xcode. There we go, Xcode. So that's 3 ways you can start Xcode. So let me start my Xcode. So Xcode is started. How do I know it has started? Look in the top left hand corner, you'll see an option there called Xcode, and you got File, Edit, and in successive parts of this lesson, as we move along to the programming, I'll show you how to start a new Playgrounds project or a new iOS project. Now once Xcode is started, you may want to keep Xcode in the bottom dock of your Mac. So Xcode is open. If you want Xcode to be permanently docked at the bottom, right tap on the Xcode icon, go to Options, and make sure that there's a tick next to Keep in Dock. In that way, whenever you restart your computer, Xcode will be permanently on the dock. So click on options and make sure that there's a tick in keep on dock. Glad you can make it for this part where I showed you how to install Xcode, and I'll see you in the next part.